Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj. Today I'll be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 44. Some more select fights because the order's all messed up. But be sure to check out the videos I've done prior this week for the rest of this card. After these three fights I show you tonight, I'll only have the main and co-main event, which I'm going to do tomorrow. I am missing the Barberena fight because it was added lately, and I only got like two cappers opinions on it, so I can't do a capper comparison pick with just two people. I mean, I'm sure I could get more tonight, but you know what, guys, I'm sick. Look, I got this perpetual red eye. Like, ever since I had Corona, I cannot shake the red eye. I know you guys like, where's your glasses? My glasses are here, but it's like the pressure, the COVID headache is no joke, dude. It's for real. So me not wearing the glasses relieves a little pressure. Maybe they're too tight. I don't know. I just don't want to wear them. Okay, I don't need them because I need them for driving, which I'm not going anywhere, or watching TV. But my laptop is, 3 feet in front of my face. I don't really need them to watch TV if I'm not sitting in the living room. So anyway, sorry about the forever rambling. Let's get right into this. I'm gonna open up this with the lightweight fight between Claudio Puelles and Chris Gruetzemacher. Let's see, I do have the board here. Okay, Claudio Puelles, record of 10-2, comes in as a slight underdog, actually. These, I did just recently update these lines from Bet Online. Chris Gruetzemacher, 15-4, a slight favorite, but it's kind of a coin flip fight. It could go either way. The lines did move. Originally, I had them written as the opposite. Claudio Puelles was -112, and Gruetzemacher was -108. So now you see, they just switched around a little bit. So still coin flip. There's not a real favorite here. This is a very evenly matched fight. Let's get into it, into the breakdown, okay? Okay, Claudio Puelles, we're going to start with Chris Gruetzemacher. Chris Gruetzemacher is coming off that win against Rafa Garcia, who just won last week, or I'm sorry, the week before last, the last event he just won in. But Grits managed to get a unanimous decision against Rafa Garcia. But really, did he? I think Rafa Garcia kind of beat himself by gassing out the first round, trying to get a finish on Chris Gruetzemacher. I guess he should have paced himself, but he was going for it. He was going for the gusto. Gruetzemacher just played it smart, managed to stick out the first round, had better cardio, and did a better performance in round 2 and 3, winning a unanimous decision. However, before that, Grits got knocked out by Alexander Hernandez. He's 2-3 in his last 5. Grits trains over at American Top Team. That's good favor for him because American Top Team, no joke, he's at a real good place. However, the one fault, Chris Gruetzemacher, a full decade older than Claudio Puelles. Claudio Puelles, El Nino, is Tapology said he fights out of the Pitbull Martial Arts Center. That is no longer true. He used to. That's in Peru. He is Peruvian. That's where he's from. But now he's at Sanford MMA, friends, with Henry Hoof down in Florida. So he's at a real school, real gym, with a lot of real talent. Okay. Claudio Puelles, 25 years old, like I said, 10 years younger. Also, 3-inch height and 4-inch reach advantage over Chris Gruetzemacher. Okay, Claudio Puelles coming off a win over Jordan Levitt, whatever you want to call that dude. I don't know. I guess it's pretty good. I call him the Monkey King. That's his nickname. It's a good victory because the Monkey King does have got some good jiu-jitsu in his packet, and Claudio Puelles managed to get a unanimous decision over Monkey King, and I lost money on that fight because I had picked the funny Jordan Levitt. He's a strange character, strange cat. But anyway, 4-1 in Claudio Puelles' last 5 for the much younger 10-2 fighter fighting out of Sanford MMA. Let's see what the cappers have to say in regards to this lightweight showdown between El Nino and Grits. Okay, we're going to start with Chris Gruetzemacher. Taking Chris Gruetzemacher, we've got the MMA fortune teller. The teller. Man, I can't wait till I can go back downstairs and do this on the whiteboards, because this is a pain in my ass right here. Swear to God. Okay, MMA fortune teller is taking Chris Gruetzemacher. Then jump over here to taking Claudio Puelles. We've got What's Going On? Bleed MMA. Dun 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 dun. Bleed MMA taking Just Bleed. He used to go by, but he cut the just off. Now it's just plain Bleed. Okay, Bleed also taking Claudio Puelles. Then we have taking Grits. We've got Fight Night Pick Brothers. Matt and Craig Allen are split. Yes, sir. Fight Night Picks. Matt is taking Grits. He is the younger brother with the longer hair, always making basketball references. His older brother Craig is taking Claudio Puelles. Big sports memorabilia guys, collecting cards and all that good stuff for these two Canadian brothers. But anyway, Craig is on Puelles, Matt is on Grits. So split there. Also split is Pub Sports Radio. That's right. You know, the regular host, Clint, from the Die Hard MMA podcast, which is Pub Sports Radio is the channel. The show is Die Hard MMA podcast, okay? Clint is taking Puelles by finish. He thinks he should be able to finish Chris Gruetzemacher. But Clint had a guest on the show. You guys, he's a repeat guest. He's been on there before. He's very good. He's used to participate in training at a lot of different facilities. He's big into MMA. He was at Extreme Couture before. His name is Dan Tom MMA. I follow him on Twitter. I don't think he has a YouTube channel, but anyway, Pub Sports Radio, Dan Tom is taking Grits. Chris Gruetzemacher. So look at that. We are tied up. But we have one more guy. One of my new favorite guys I follow. Links for all these channels will be in the description. Be sure to check them out. But we have, that's right, Cody, my buddy Cody from Blood Money. Cody is saying Grits is his lock. He's only got a few locks on this card, but Grits is one of Cody's locks. Blood Money. I put the $ for money. And I'm going to try to make a little lock here. That's a lock, I guess. I don't know. But Blood Money, Cody's saying Chris Gruetzemacher should be a lock to get it done here over Claudio Puelles. He claims Claudio Puelles is not really cut out for the UFC. But I am tending to disagree with Blood Money. I'm going to lean with the younger Claudio Puelles to get the job done over Grits. Like I said, that Rafa Garcia thing, he didn't really beat him. Rafa Garcia kind of beat himself by gassing himself out in the first round trying to get the kill. Grits just caught a lucky break there, managed to... I guess it's good fight IQ, you can say, but, you know, Claudio Puelles is not going to chase that the same way Rafa Garcia did. Claudio Puelles is going to wait for an opportunity, then take it, jump on it, and probably finish this dude. Chris Gruetzemacher. Who did he get knocked out before? Fluffy Hernandez knocked him out first round, and he got knocked out first round. Well, Hamza beats everybody, but anyway, I'm taking Puelles to get the job done. And I think he should be able to get it done within distance is my play there. I don't know how, maybe a knockout, maybe a submission. He does have some ground skills too, being that he's at Sanford MMA now. And even before that, when he was in Peru, he had the Peruvian necktie. That's a choke in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Do you know that? I don't know if it was created in Peru or whatnot, but yeah, those Peruvians, they can grapple too. South Americans can grapple. That's, Jiu-Jitsu it was actually, the history of Jiu-Jitsu, from what I heard, founded in Japan. The guy that created Jiu-Jitsu came over, then the Gracie, the senior father there, what's his name? I used to know, I keep forgetting it, but the old man Gracie perfected it and took it from regular Jiu-Jitsu to BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and now the Gracie family is legendary, as in the forefathers of the whole genre of grappling, submission grappling. So, moving on. Next we have the widest line on the card, Brendan Allen. All in. Brendan Allen taking on Chris, the Action Man, Curtis. Brendan Allen, big favorite, minus 350, 3.5 to 1 odds. No value there. No value in taking Allen. Chris Curtis, plus 285. Plenty of value there if you think you can get it done. I'm going to give you an example of how he can get it done as I break down this fight for you, okay? Brendan Allen, 17-4 as a professional. Like I said, 350 favorite, minus 350. Ugh, gross. But he's coming off a win against Punahele Soriano, who I was a big fan of. Punahele Soriano, the Hawaiian. Brendan Allen managed to receive Punahele Soriano had like all first round, I believe he has like all finishes, knockout finishes or something. Brendan Allen took him to the unanimous decision and got it, and won the decision victory. And he's 4-1 in his last 5 for all in Brendan Allen. His one loss is to Sean Strickland. He got knocked out by Sean Strickland, TKO round 2, which that upset me because I had money on Brendan Allen in that fight. But anyway, Brendan Allen is also out of Sanford MMA. He is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. And he's 9 years younger than Chris Curtis, I'm sorry. Chris Curtis. He is, his main training partner, though, coincidentally, Phil Hawes out of Sanford, who Chris Curtis just rocked him. Just got the wide margin victory over the other Sanford MMA product, Brendan Allen's main training partner. Coincidence? I don't know. But anyway, Brendan Allen, these guys have the same reach, but Brendan Allen does have 4 inches of height. This is a middleweight fight, 185. Brendan Allen looks like he should be a 205er. Chris Curtis, he can fight pretty much 170, 185, 205, but he's most suited for 170. So you gotta imagine Chris Curtis will be the smaller guy here when it comes to the weigh-ins. We'll see. But Chris Curtis, as you all know, I just already said, he knocked out Phil Hawes round 1 by KO. But that was Phil Hawes' stupid fight IQ, trying to strike with a striker when his... Mentioned earlier, grapplers, if that's your strength, just take it to the ground and grapple. Just wrestle. You're a wrestler. You're a division NCAA wrestler. Why don't you wrestle the guy? No, I'm going to strike with him, even though I know I got a sus chin. I'm still salty about that. But anyway, whatever. That was his UFC debut for Chris Curtis, because he's he was like on a Contender Series, but I guess Dana didn't sign him, even though he won and everything. I don't know, he's mysterious. But Chris Curtis, he's on a 6-fight win streak. Even before his debut, he was wrecking people, okay? He fights out of Team Quest and Syndicate. Coincidentally, I don't know which one he trains at more, but coincidentally, Sean Strickland, who beat Brendan Allen, trains out of Team Quest. And Sean Strickland, I guess on Twitter or Instagram or something, said Chris Curtis is Sean Strickland certified, meaning he's given the nod to Chris Curtis. And I guess everybody in the training facility said Chris Curtis is the man. So that's why I think there is a, he could get a path. There's a path to victory there. Sean Strickland knocked out Brendan Allen round 2. Chris Curtis, who trains with Sean Strickland says Chris Curtis should be able to handle it and win, and he has experience going against Brendan Allen. I don't know if this means anything to you guys, but I have to present the information as I write it. Why would I write it down if it didn't mean something? Also, you know who else fights out of Team Quest? Smiling Sam Alvey. Sam Alvey's got a fight coming up with Ian Heinisch, of all people, come February. That's crazy. Sam Alvey's still in the UFC. Is he like on a 5-fight winless streak? Blows my mind. But anyway, here's another key thing I heard today. Later tonight. That's why I don't. You can watch this tomorrow or something. Try to tune into the Dogger Pass podcast with Cody Saftik, CJ Saftik, and Paul. It's like an Irish name. I forgot what it is. But anyway, Dogger Pass podcast, because I heard CJ Saftik has the best inside scoop awareness about Chris Curtis, and he is not biased, but he's been following Chris Curtis his whole career. He knows anything there is to know about Chris Curtis, so tune into that. I heard this from Clint and Dan Tom. They both said, yeah, well, let's hold out for that Dogger Pass podcast, which is tonight, Thursday. So yeah, try to tune into that and hear what CJ Saftik has to see his take on this. This is a capper comparison show, and he is a capper. I don't usually use him because he doesn't put his stuff out till Thursday, and I like to get these videos out before Friday so I can have all of them at least a pre-mod choice before the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? And Thursday is cutting it real close, like this one. Okay, but anyway. Let's see what the cappers have to say in this huge, wide gap favorite line pick here. Okay, so taking Brendan Allen. I don't even got time. I'm just gonna tell you, everybody on the show is taking Brendan Allen. I'm just gonna really quick jot him down. Then I'm gonna hold it up. Fight night picks. Both Matt and Craig Allen are taking Brendan Allen, of course, all in. Blood Money Cody is saying it should be a TKO round 2 for Allen. That's an interesting pick. What's going on, Bleed? Bleed is taking Brendan Allen, but you gotta remember Chris Curtis. He just broke down everybody's parlays with that win over Phil Hawes. But that was, yuck. Pub Sports Radio, both Clint and Dan Tom, right now both of them are saying decision for Allen. However, Clint did say he's going to wait for that Dogger Pass podcast, subject to change his pick after listening to what CJ Saftik has to say tonight. And the MMA fortune teller is taking Allen, making this a full capper consensus. I gotta do the dance because, usually Nora would be, but I'm in isolation, so no Nora dance. But anyway, here's some lucky pearls. I learned this dance from Pearls of Wisdom. He is a hockey NHL handicapper. He does tennis too. And this, before I started my Capper Comparison show, I used to cover all sports until I niched into just UFC because now it absorbs all my time. But I used to cover hockey, football, soccer, basketball, NCAA. Man, but I didn't do it quite as in-depth as this. I would just throw up the cappers and just move on and make my pick and move on to the next one. I did a show, hockey show, my fastest show. I did 4 hockey matches, if you will. And in hockey, all I did was put who's in goal because that changes. Then all the capper picks on which side, and then my pick. That was it. I didn't give any like statistical details, none of that stuff. But you know what? I realized my niche now is UFC. That's what I'm going to stick with. That's gambling sense. That's where I tend to do my best. However, I will add time check. I will add that I do have a new mathematical formula for football, and dude, I told BC Dave about it. I devised it the week before Thanksgiving, and that Sunday I went like 7 of 8 parlays cashed in. Then on Thanksgiving I used my formula, plugged in all the numbers, and every team gets a score after I do their stats. I'm not going to tell you this my secret, but then on Thanksgiving I went I did the over-unders, the sides, parlayed them, every team, and then parlayed all of them. I got everything right except for the under. I took the under on the Bills Saints on Thanksgiving Day, and I think it went over, or vice versa. Maybe I took the over and it went under. That was the only portion of any parlay that I lost on Thanksgiving. Monday night, 100% with that pick. And tonight I'm going to do the math, my formula. I'm just saying, sorry to get off topic, but I'm just saying, football, dude, I'm back onto it. But I'm still going to, for the sakes of Capper comparison picks, this show is still only going to be strictly UFC. I don't have time. I don't have time to do the Capper comparison picks for football anymore. But if I still have all the, people that I used to follow on YouTube to get my picks for football. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. Moving on. This is where I get to hit pause and fill the thing. Moving on. Next we have the light heavyweight showdown between Atomic. Man, I hope this is right. Atomic.Alonzo Menifield and Nightmare William Knight. Okay. This is a thick fight because both these guys are. My kid plays Roblox and he plays this game Thick Simulator where all you do is lift weights and eat food and get bigger and huge and monster. And it reminds me of this fight because these guys are both just all muscle. They're both physical trainers and they both have probably like a 5% body fat. All muscle, these guys. I don't know who can outbench who, but they're both huge at 205. Alonzo Menifield 11-2, William Knight 10-2. So very close. Ages, Menifield's 34, Knight is 33, very close in age. There are some differences in height and reach though. Alonzo Menifield has a 2-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage over William Knight. William Knight's my height. He's 5'10", but he's all muscle at 205. I got like 20% body fat on me, and I weighed like 225 or something like that. I don't even know. Corona now, I probably gained 10 pounds. Who knows? Anyway, let's talk about these guys. The Menifield is the favorite here at -148. William Knight, underdog at +128. These are off Bet Online. I think they moved a few points, but nothing major. It should be right around there. Let's talk about the favorite first, Atomic.Alonzo Menifield. Menifield's coming off a pretty impressive win against Ed Herman. He won a unanimous decision. But Ed Herman's no joke. He's a veteran, been in the sport for a while. Alonzo Menifield's 3-2 in his last 5. Pretty decent. He fights out of Fortis MMA. Very good facility over in Dallas, Texas. William Knight, he's coming off a win against Fabio Charant. He knocked him out first round. I will mention Alonzo Menifield also beat Fabio Charant, but I think he beat him by decision. But still, that shows that he can go distance. And probably, I would imagine, I didn't watch that fight or anything, but I remember seeing it on Tapology. I would imagine he probably won. Yeah, it was a unanimous decision, so he probably won every round. I don't know. I can't say for sure. But William Knight, he's coming off that win against Fabio Charant with the Water Buffalo, I think his name is. He's 4-1 in his last 5. His one loss was to Da Un Jung, but Da Un Jung is the real deal from Korea. Probably my favorite light heavyweight right now. Da Un Jung's awesome. And that was he lasted 2, but Da Un Jung did put a wrestling clinic on William Knight, and William Knight had no answer for his little trip takedowns, and Da Un Jung got a unanimous decision there. William Knight, though, he fights out of Connecticut, out of Thornton Martial Arts, whereas Alonzo Menifield, Fortis MMA. So Fortis, I would probably give a couple stars to the facility on Alonzo Menifield if you do any comparisons like that. Let's see what the cappers have to say in regards to this one. Very interesting fight. This is the third time this will be the third time I'm breaking this fight down. The first 2 times, actually, I think I didn't check it, but I want to say I split. Like the first time I broke it down, I went one way, and the other time I went the other. Let's see which way I go this time. Let's see what the cappers have to say with Atomic, Alonzo Menifield, and William Knight. Taking the favorite here in Menifield, we've got Cody. Blood Money. Cody is saying this is his other lock of the night. He's got Menifield by TK. Oh, good on ya. Good on ya. Try to make the lock again. That's a lock, if you guys don't know. I'm not good at drawing with this small-ass whiteboard. Maybe if I was downstairs on the 3 big whiteboards. But I'm not, so be it. And then taking William Knight, we've got the Teller, MMA Fortune Teller. He's on the side of William Knight. Nightmare. He's kind of like he didn't come out and say it, but apparent from his if you listen to his breakdown, it seems like he's in like a he's not. Yeah, I was gonna say he's kind of like in a dog or pass spot, but he's not. He's strong on William Knight. Okay. Then we've got both Fight Night Pick brothers, Matt and Craig Allen, are both taking Atomic Alonzo Menifield. Then we've got both Clint and Dan Tom, which is interesting, taking the underdog. It's not interesting with Clint. He's always taking underdogs. But Dan Tom, too, backing him up on it. And they're both taking William Knight to get the victory, both from Pub Sports Radio. So we're looking at a tie. The tiebreaker is going to be from What's Going On, Just Bleed, MMA. And Bleed is on the side of the favorite, Alonzo Menifield, to break that tie. And I gotta say, I'm in agreement with Bleed. I think Alonzo Menifield should get it done. I'm Blood Money Cody. He's the one. I was on the fence. Like I said, I broke this fight down 2 times before. The very first time I broke it down, I took William Knight. But that was prior to his loss to Da Un Jung. So the second time I because both those times I broke it down were prior to that loss. So I don't know why I took William Knight. I think it's just because he had that knockout power. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I took Nightmare the first time. The second time I took Atomic Alonzo Menifield. And this time I'm sticking with that. I'm going to take Alonzo Menifield to get the job done here. I don't think he's going to knock out William Knight. He's definitely not going to choke him out because guy has no neck. I don't think he's going to do any armbar submissions or anything like that, or heel hook, leg lock, anything like that. I would be very impressed if he does. I'm gonna take Menifield to get the volume, to outpace him, and win by outstriking, outpointing. He does have the reach advantage. If he plays it smart, he can jab him from and keep him in the middle of the ring, jab him, or press him against the cage and get the jabs. He's going to outstrike Menifield and get a decision victory. It's going to be a close one though, but I'm taking Alonzo Menifield to get the decision victory over William Knight. So, to recap, time check. To recap, I've got Claudio Puelles taking out Chris Gruetzemacher within distance. And then I already erased it. With the full capper consensus, I'm taking the bigger yet younger Brendan Allen to beat Chris Curtis. However, Chris Curtis is worth a hedge bet. I wouldn't blame you for hedge betting that, because the Sean Strickland Sean Strickland beat Brendan Allen by knockout, and Sean Strickland regularly trains with Chris Curtis at Team Quest. Sean Strickland says Chris Curtis has enough in him to beat Brendan Allen. So, you know, that's a hot take. I don't know. And plus, at plus 285, I might have to hedge bet that. But right now, I'm sticking with Brendan Allen for my Tapology pick. I'll decide to pull the trigger after I watch the weigh-ins, see what Chris Curtis looks like. If he does the whole, like that, the pose like he did when he went against Phil Hawes, I'm gonna have to take the, what is it? It's like a bodybuilding pose, like I forget. But anyway, if Chris Curtis does like a bodybuilding pose at the weigh-ins face-offs, I'm gonna have to put a little hedge money on him. And finally, I've got Alonzo Menifield beating William Nightmare Knight. I think he's going to do it by a close decision. Nightmare is not going to get submitted. He's not going to get knocked out. Alonzo Menifield, though, he might be able to knock him out. I mean, they're both beasts, though. They're both bulls. They're both solid, strong-ass, very low body fat, physical specimens. Anything can happen between these two. They're both physical trainers, too. Do you know that? But anyway, I'm taking Menifield, so gather the info. I hope you can see this. Place your bets and cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and fill the comments with who you think's gonna win. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. I haven't had a new subscriber, and well, I did get one right before like on Saturday or something, or maybe Sunday, I don't know. But go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done that, because I'm week in and week out. If there's an event on the weekend, I'll be doing shows. Look, at right now I'm on COVID isolation. I'm still making shows. When I go out on town for work, I still make shows out of hotel rooms. So subscribe. That's all I'm asking. Okay, share, like, all that good stuff. You can follow me on, I never go on Twitter, but if you want, it's Pix Capper, I think. On Instagram, it's Capper Pix. I don't even, whatever, that crap, who knows. But anyway, thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I will see you tomorrow with the main and co-main events.